So I shadowed Dr. Bernard and his team. He's a general surgeon, but he covers trauma most of the time. So I got to follow around part of his team. So when I went, we did a lot of rounding. And once that was finished, I got to go to the OR with the doctor that I was with, and I got to watch a tracheostomy and then insertion of a peg tube. Um, let's see. One thing that I saw was um, just there were three doctors that we went with, and so they all rounded. One spoke more with the patient, one took notes on the computer, and the other, I think, was an intern, so he was just learning. One thing that I found surprising was I didn't realize how much the doctors communicated with the night shift nurses. So there were a lot of times where the doctor would directly interact with the night shift nurse and ask if there's any change overnight, or anything significant the doctors should know, especially in the trauma ICU. So about interprofessional collaboration, again, the nurses and the doctors, they talked a lot, and the nurses really helped out the doctor just by knowing what was going on with their patient and communicating anything that has changed or that they thought was important for the doctor to know. So that was good. There were a few times where we didn't round on a patient until 7:30 or 8. Well, maybe not 8, but closer to 7:30. And so the night shift nurse had to stick around, or the day shift nurse had to do it. And they didn't really, they weren't there for the night, so they didn't get to experience the patient firsthand. They gave more of a secondhand report. So I thought that was kind of hard, just because there's just another person involved. And then if that didn't happen, the night shift nurse had to stay. But anyway, I had a really good time. I got to see a lot of cool things. It gave me new perspective for doctors because I didn't realize how much they did, and how much charting they have to do just from one interaction with the patient. And I also just didn't realize how many doctors were involved in one patient's care, especially in the hospital.